Hey, everybody. Okay. So today I just want to come to you really briefly to share with you the 5 levels of safety that to some degree we all must embody. We must be rewired and coded for in our nervous system to be able to really expand our capacity to create, to receive, and to hold what we desire with ease. These 5 different types of safety are basically wounds or unhealed wounds that I keep seeing show up over and over and over in clients when their income is capped, when they're not able to enjoy their life, when they're having friction and resistance in some ways. So if you find that you are experiencing resistance, you're procrastinating, you're sabotaging your progress, your results, or even you're finding that things seem like they're stuck right now, that no matter what you do, you can't quite seem to move past that upper limit and to have a breakthrough, then I can almost guarantee you that you are low or wounded in one or more of these types of safety. So, for me, and you might know this if you've watched a few of my videos, but for me, safety is the foundation, it's literally the building block of capacity, of self-mastery, of sovereignty, of money in many ways. Um, Truly simple, sustainable, nourishing success, and however you define that for yourself, is always built on the unwavering ground of safety. So, before I share these 5 levels of safety with you, I'm going to briefly introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. Hi, I'm Ilsa. Welcome. I'm a total spiritual nerd, which you will see over and over in my videos. I'm a bookworm. I'm a nature lover. I live in Boulder, Colorado with my husband and our 2 dogs. Professionally, for the last 20 years or so, I've worked as a psychotherapist, an expansion expert, and a strategist. I essentially marry neurology, identity work, and strategy to help leaders and business owners tame the chaos, both the internal chaos and the external chaos, and to move past any kind of barrier that is keeping them small or their income capped. So if you would like to know more about the work I do to experience it for yourself, then check the description of this video. There's a paid invitation in there for a one-on-one session with me at a significant discount. And there's also something free that you can download to go deeper. All right, so let's come back to these 5 levels of safety. So as I shared, they're kind of primordial to you being able to root so you can rise. They're primordial and primary to you being able to create the results and the revenue that you want, as well as the visibility, the impact, the self mastery that you seek. So here's my request for you. As I'm going through these, and I'm not going to go in a whole lot of detail. This is supposed to be a really short video. But as I'm listing these 5 types of safety, I just want you to listen with your heart and to see what kind of reaction your body has and your mind has to each of these so that you can start to become aware where you might be low. Your work as you're listening to me go through these levels or these 5 different types of safety is to intuitively sense which one doesn't feel really rooted or anchored in you, and to pay attention to your body, essentially letting you know where you need some work so that you can feel truly safe coming into expansion, and so that you can feel truly safe creating and having the impact, the income, the visibility that you would like to have in your work and in your life. Because in the end, what we're about here is really creating sacred work and a life of significance, as well as all the happy money that comes with that. All right. So these are the 5 levels of safety. So just listen, not just with your head, but with your whole body, so that you can get a sense of which one you need to work on. The first level of safety is, it is safe for me to be me exactly as I am. It is safe to be me exactly as I am. And you might even, like, as I state each, you might want to take a deep breath and see which one does your breath really expand and it feels really good and really easeful and expansive. And which one, when I name it, you try to take a deep breath and like there's constriction and you can't. That will also help you define where your body's in alignment with that statement and where your body isn't. So let me repeat the first one so you can do that. It is safe for me to be me, and it is safe for me to be me exactly as I am. Second type of safety, it is safe to be here in this world exactly as I am. It is safe to be here in this world exactly as it is and exactly as I am. The third level of safety, it is safe to be seen. It is safe to be seen exactly as I am. It is safe to be seen, and it is safe to be seen exactly as I am, in the fullness of my own being. Fourth level of safety, it is safe for me to have needs and for me to want what I want. It is safe for me to have needs, and it is safe for me to want what I want. And fifth level of safety, it is safe for me to go after what I want and to have what I want. It is safe for me to go after what I want and to have what I want. And so what I'm creating here, and there's obviously a lot more to this, right? But what I'm creating here is a very basic map of where your nervous system might be in contraction and where your nervous system might not feel that it is safe for you to expand into being more, creating more, receiving more, having more, being seen in your bigness. And so if one or more of these levels of safety are either missing or they're constricted, essentially something in you will not feel secure, capable, worthy of receiving and having what you want. And you will either overgive and overcompensate, overdo to earn it, to make up for it, or you will freeze, you will hide, you will second guess yourself, you will doubt yourself, and kind of like always kind of erode your power and sabotage your momentum, or you will plain resist it. You will actually sabotage your receivership. You might do all the work, and then oftentimes when I have somebody who shows up and they're doing everything right, but they're not seeing results, that's what's happening. Something in them does not feel safe receiving it for whatever reason, either because there's some family wounding and they feel like if they receive it, everybody in their family is going to judge them or want a piece of it or something like that. Maybe there's visibility wounding. They feel if they get that big or they have that much, they're going to be attacked by the outside world. Maybe it's a capacity wounding. They feel that if they allow themselves to receive what they want and to have that much, they're going to feel overwhelmed, stressed out. They're going to abandon themselves in some way. They're not going to have the resilience, the freedom, the support that they need to be able to hold it sustainably. Like there's something going on that essentially makes having more feel unsafe. Oftentimes when we're looking at our results, we're looking at the life we're creating, we're looking at where there's friction or there's constriction, it seems like the problem is out there. It seems like something's not working out there. Like if you're a business owner, it might seem that no one's got money. It might seem that the algorithm hates you, which is my common complaints. It just feels like something out there is blocked or not working. But it's in fact a contraction, a constriction inside you that is literally limiting or blocking the flow from coming in. It's blocking the flow out there and it's blocking the flow from coming in. So nervous system capacity work, expansion work makes receiving and having more essentially feel safe. It makes it feel familiar. It makes it feel natural inside your body. It normalizes it in your life so that there's nothing in you that has an oh shit moment and starts to close up and back off and armor. It makes it so that more feels relaxing, more feels allowed, more feels easeful and joyful. Because then when we can get to that point and we can get to a place where our growth, having more, feels sustainable, feels simple, feels nourishing, supportive, then nothing in us is going to rebel against it or resist it or sabotage it. So nervous system work essentially helps you feel safe with expansion. It helps you feel safe, increasing your capacity, and it helps you recalibrate your mind, your body, your biochemistry towards a new receiving reality. And in this receiving reality, there's basically no need to force anything because everything is created and received from an inflow. And because you are no longer in constriction, because you feel relaxed, you feel safe, you feel open, then things are able to flow as they should. Like, and when I say things are able to flow, it's not just that your results are able to flow. That's one part of it, but also who you're supposed to be is able to flow. How you're supposed to show up, your own creative genius is able to flow out of you. Your own authority, your own badassery, like you know that you're here to do something important when you feel truly deeply safe within you, within your life, within your business, when you feel supported from you, by you, and in your life and in your business, then it's almost like you've got full permission to show up as the badass you are. You have full permission to show your authority, to show your bigness in a way that you haven't been able to before. So as your own bigness flows out of you, it's like your result starts to flow in. It's almost like a cycle and a circle of flow, but that can't happen if one side of the equation is blocked and constricted. So in this new paradigm of safety, of capacity, of self-mastery, more isn't created by pressure and pushing, but it's actually created through pleasure, through peace, through a deep sense of centeredness and calm and confidence that's kind of unshakable. That's why I like this concept of, you have to root so you can rise. Like when we create deep roots of safety and support of capacity, then opening, rising becomes really, it becomes second nature. It becomes natural. So in this new expansive reality where safety is at the foundation, you start to realize that money doesn't have to be made or earned. It actually can simply be received, be allowed, be welcomed, and it naturally starts to flow as a happy ripple of that rootedness that I was talking about. And finally, I will say this, that in a paradigm of safety and safety as the foundation of success, safety as the foundation of capacity and self-mastery, you start to realize that actually rest, taking care of you, is literally the other side of receiving. You start to realize that rest doesn't minimize or get in the way of your productivity, of your creativity, of your receivership, or your leadership. It actually enhances it. Because when you are deeply anchored in the unwavering ground of safety, literally your whole system is at rest. Your whole system is open. Your whole system is in flow. And so there is a fundamental aspect to your growth that is anchored in rest rather than that frenetic energy of trying to make something happen. So from rest, receiving arises naturally and effortlessly from this deep sense of nervous system calm and capacity. And because you trust yourself to receive more, because you are at rest, then you don't resist. So rest is both the the welcoming of receiving, and it is also what dissolves resistance. So having our system at rest as we're creating and being productive is literally like a flow expander. Is that a word? Expander? It sounds a little weird. Anyways, amplifier. I like that better. It's a flow amplifier because it really anchors, again, that deep sense of safety and capacity. Because when you're at rest, you feel like you've got space for anything. You feel spacious. You feel free. You feel like when you feel rested, you feel like you could go dance all night long. So that's what we're doing here. Safety is essentially the fundamental piece to creating rest and capacity in your nervous system. And when you have those two places, those two things in place, then you're literally amplifying receiving and dissolving resistance, which is the perfect recipe for creating the life and the business that you want. Let me see. I'm looking at my notes, see if there's anything else I did not mention that I want to. No, I've said it all. So when your nervous system, I'll end on this, when your nervous system reclaims that innate quality of safety, because here's the thing, safety is an innate quality that we lose along the way through anywhere from like the time of being in the womb, and maybe there's a difficulty in our pregnancy, or our mother is really anxious, or something's happening. But like over time, we start to lose that innate sense of feeling safe, of feeling supported, of having more than enough capacity for anything that comes our way. And so what we're doing here with this work, we're not helping you become someone new. We're helping you reclaim something that was innately wired and coded into you to begin with that you lost along the way. And when you become anchored in that sense of unwavering safety, then you can start to move through life from this place of calm certainty, from this place of feeling deeply supported by life and by your business. And you can start to bring, like children, like happy children, you can start to bring a level of playfulness, of simplicity, of joy that actually becomes that next wave of amplification in your business and in your life. Because at that point, money becomes a really deep source of nourishment and fulfillment. It's no longer just about security and survival and safety. It's actually about joy. It's about nourishment and it's about fulfillment. And this is my deepest wish for you, which is why we'll sometimes call it happy money or supportive money, because it's not just about security and safety. It's about feeling really nourished. All right, so if you would like to find that sense of peace, that sense of freedom, of trust, of clarity in your life, in your business, no matter what is going on, because that's the power, right? Like it's easy to feel peaceful and free and to move in trust and from trust when everything's going well. That takes no effort whatsoever. But if you want to be able to anchor that unwavering ground of safety, so you're operating from that level of leadership, from that level of capacity, from that level of spaciousness, no matter what, and you want to learn how to come out of that sense of contraction into expansion and create a life and a business that truly delights you and nourishes you and supports you from your heart and your body all the way to your bank account, then I want to work with you. And we are going to do it in partnership with your nervous system, your brain, and your energy level, your energetic rhythm. So if this sounds like what you need, what you want, what would feel really amazing in this next phase of your own becoming and your own growth at work and in your own personal life, then I want to invite you to book one of my Wired for Wealth intensive. It's 55% off of its regular price. I have, I think, 2 left this month. And please make use of them. Like these are not sales calls. These are deep dive expansion work where I take you through my proprietary process. We figure out where you're stuck and where there's contraction in your nervous system. And I help you rewire yourself and your business, essentially, and your money, if you don't have a business, your wealth, your receivership, and your leadership for peaceful growth, for consistent results, for easeful receiving, and for what I call that happy money. So to do that, click the first link in the description of this video, and I will see you next week.